Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video I want to show you an authentic soft and melting gulab jamun, which is very easy to make at home with simple ingredients. So let's start with the method. So here I have 1 cup of kova, which is at the room temperature. Usually when you bring it from the store, it would be in the frozen form. So allow it to come to the room temperature by keeping it outside for about 4 to 5 hours, and then it should be able to nicely crumble it. So this is how you're going to do it with your hand. Basically, you want it to get this kind of texture. And now to this one, I'm going to add half a cup of all-purpose flour and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Mix all these ingredients well. And now I wanted to make it into a soft dough by adding some milk. So here I have taken like around 3 tablespoons of milk. Now combine all these ingredients well and form a very soft dough. While kneading, if at all you feel the dough is a little dry, then you can add a few more teaspoons of milk as required, but otherwise just 3 tablespoons of milk is sufficient to knead the dough. So the dough is ready now, and let's allow it to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. So while the dough is resting, let's make sugar syrup, for which we need 2 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar. So this is what I'm adding here. So it is about 2:2 ratio. If you feel the sugar is more, then you can reduce like 1/4 cup of sugar. So it's going to be 1/3 cup of sugar instead of 2. Now stir it well until the sugar dissolves in the water. And now turn on the heat and bring it to boil for about 5 to 6 minutes. So once it has come to the boiling point, take the syrup between 2 of your fingers and check for the consistency. If it is sticking between your fingers, then it is the right consistency that we want for the sugar syrup. So let's turn off the heat and add 1 teaspoon of rose water, or you can add cardamom powder or saffron, but here I preferred rose water. And now transfer the sugar syrup into another bowl and allow it to cool down to lukewarm temperature. Meanwhile, let's take small portions from the dough and make it into small balls like this, and make sure there are no cracks on the surface of the balls, because these cracks would open up when you are deep frying them in oil. So here I have made about 35 jamuns from the quantity that we had mixed. Let's keep them aside and heat the oil for deep frying them. So here there's an important thing that to be noted is the oil should be just warm enough. And once the oil is warm, just drop them as you see here how I'm putting them in the oil. You do see that they're not floating right away onto the surface of the oil. So this is the right temperature for frying the jamuns, and that's when the jamuns get cooked inside and out evenly. And now as you see that they're slowly floating onto the surface, so that is how gradually all the jamuns would float on top. And then gently with a spatula just rotate the oil around the jamuns, as the jamuns at this point are going to be really tender and we don't want to break them. So just make sure that you do it very gently. And keep frying them until they're golden brown. And now you see they gradually change in the color now to golden yellow. And I wanted to fry them for a couple more minutes until they're slightly brown in color. And meanwhile, on the other side, I do have the syrup, which is lukewarm. And now I'm going to add these hot jamuns into the sugar syrup directly without draining them on the paper towel, because the hot jamuns will absorb the sugar syrup very easily and quickly, and that's when they become very soft and tender once they are soaked. So I'm going to soak these for about 1 to 2 hours, because 2 hours of time is good enough to soak them. So after soaking for 2 hours, this is how they look. So guys, don't you think it's very easy to make gulab jamun at home? I'm sure it is very easy by just following simple tips. Hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching.